ZEZ-TV. Second word, HVXLIV. Third word, LM. Fourth word, XZ. And then the name, ELOZX. Zezdav Havax Livlam Kzezlazax. 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 Zezdaz Havax Livlam Kzezlazax. Zezdaz Havax Livlam Kzezlazax. Well, that is enough for that. And so they say that Volac, Voloc, Voloc, Valu, Ualac, Valax, Valac, Valac, or Volach, is also cooler, with a C, and doulos. Not sure where that comes from, but they also believe it's of the order of Apocomystae. Apocomystae are the Apocomystas, and that's the singular of it. Says it answers to very few of its own kind, but only answers to that. Some say it's an 8-year-old. It appeared as an 8-year-old boy who tortured 6 teenagers that decided, here's a rich boy, let's get the rich boy, and started throwing stones at him. Turned out not to be human, so it possessed all 6 of them. Some say it inspired the French Terror of the 1700s. And the incident with the teenagers was in Italy. The Book of Oberon says that it has 13 legions. Some say it inspired the Children's Crusade. The Conjuring 2, some movie about the Amityville Horror or something like that, is not about Voloc. The Infernal Dictionary says it has 30 legions and teaches planetary positions. But more standardly, we have a president, mighty, great, over 38 legions, appears like a child with angel wings, riding a 2-headed dragon. Some people try to speculate and maybe has a 2-headed dog. No, that's Goetia number 24. Maybe he has a 2-headed wife. I don't know, maybe that's Goetia number 45. But anyways, the office is to give true answers of hidden treasures and where serpents are, and to fetch these things without any force of the exorcist. I would say carcist, because they're trying to constrain it. Yes, I worship demons so demons leave. What sense that makes, I don't know. People call this forth in any time except Twilight, which is now officially ended. So I guess some people would use that Demoniacus Vama chant in that regard. Except under the Elemental King, which would be Zimnar. And earth incenses would include hemlock, horehan, jalap, lady's mantle, lovage, maiden's hair, meliot, motherwort, musk, muskwort, myrtle, orris, parsley, patchouli, pine, pomegranate, quassia, red clover, red sandalwood, ground ivy, grains of paradise. Go to cola, ginseng, eucalyptus. Go through a lot of eucalyptus this time of year. Buy the leaves. Don't buy the oil. The oil is a more expensive thing. Yes, it's not as messy, but you'll save a lot of money doing the leaves. Sage, rue, salep, sassafras, saw, palmetto, scammony. And the Mercury music is E minor, mode 6, in the Hypodorian or Allolian, according to the order of 9 angles. Traditionally, we're looking at a D major through E major. But science doesn't always agree with tradition. So then we end up with 141.27 hertz, which is a C sharp. A1 equals 448.5 hertz over 440 hertz, plus 33.2 centimeters, and 66.21 over 132.4 beats per minute in the 30th octave. And some people say you play country music to exercise this demon. But yes, as much as classical or lyricless music is probably the most common satanic music, in that, you know, it's like Satan's call to prayer. It's like Satan's prayer. The monotheist tradition is very clear on this. That, okay, with all your hymns and stuff like this, Satan said, what do I have? You have the musical instruments. And but Satan's going to use your style of art, your style of music or whatever to communicate with you, if that's going to happen that way. Or the lesser demons. Probably the lesser demons. Again, we're talking about presidents, so let's... Anise, bayberry, black haw, caraway, cassia, cinnamon, cinquefoil, clary, sage, crabgrass, dill, elecampane, fennel, lavender, mace, mandrake, sage, sandalwood, southernwood, star anise, storax, sweet gum, traganth, valerian, and wintergreen are the scents. And now, doesn't that kind of remind you of, you know, something riding a dragon, something two heads, because it kind of goes off the thing. Anyways, it's one of the closest ones to the tradition here. And some people will burn their sigillium and all that. I say no. Save them for later, even if they're paper or something. Now, if you're eating them, that's a different story. Eat away. Eat away. But my first experience in working in this regard was it was in 2001, Wednesday the 26th. Is it Wednesday the 26th? Oh, Thursday. No, yes it was. It was a renunciation of Valac between 5:43 and 6:07 p.m. I'm not finding much context with that, but it's important to keep a record of your spiritual life. Not necessarily, I watched The Price of Right, I watched Friends, or, oh, well, Friends isn't on anymore, so, joke's on me. Let's look at the biblical Aramaic of the Voloc working. Ualac is walk. come, depart. Ooh, Andras is an important one because it's mentioned in the... Anyways, it's walk, go, walk, come, depart, away, follow, get, lead, brought, carry, bring. Lock is walk, messenger. Allah, suck. Okay, towards, by, upon is okay. Al is yoke, ox, strength. Staff on the shoulder, the ox in the yoke, hath beside, from, where, after, with, oath, power, strong authority, God, God with a lowercase g, power, mighty, goodly, great, idols, strong, unto, with, against, at, into, before, to, of. Lack is walk, message, staff in the palm. Yla, foolish, foolishly, fool, dote. La, swallow, throat. Luck, gather, gathering. Luia, fool, foolish. Luai, if, foolish, may, peradventure, unless. Lua, not, except, unless, if, not. Lie, worthless, woe. Laua, worthless, not. Leia, idol, worthless, image. No value, not. La, idol, worthless, image. Not a clue. La, idol, worthless. Okay. Allow, but, though. Kind of awkward name of God, but it's one of the Shemham Thorosh ones. Luck, wild goat. Lua, foolish, if not on, peradventure would that pray, though. W, add, and, if addition. Lua, swallow. Lu, join. Liuya, wreath, ornament. Liu, it would be of God. Foolish of God? I don't know. Addition, a garland would be Luya. So join God. Join, wreath, lend, borrower. Okay. Lu is join, wreath, lend, borrower, abide, cleave, lender, you. Law, without, nothing, never, nay, no, none, nor, not, rather, whither, none, none. All, yoke. Hla, halu is behold, lo. Bluck, waste, empty. Gok, crooked. And it's a twisted letter. You see that? You see that those little twisted things? The roil is wicked, ungodly. Rol, wicked, unjust, unrighteous, iniquity, perverse. And remember, in Arabic, gol is something that the Muslim population doesn't believe in, or at least their religion says not to believe in it. But it's a being that can come and hurt you and force you to do things, kind of like the Exorcist movies and stuff like this. So this is what the implication is in the Arabic of such beings, rather than it being psychosomatic harm of the believers in such entities. Always look at the Aramaic, Persian language, Semitic languages, Persian languages. Look at how things are formed letter by letter, and you'll find more than the literal meaning in what's being said. All, stain, wicked. Ral, stained, defile. Ral, stain, pollute, defile, stain. Ro, guilt. Yak, press, burden. Auk, press. Au, desire. Are, also, and either least. Nar, or otherwise should, there, whether. Ak, heel, ankle. All work, yoke, experience the staff, raise above, high, upon, in, on, over, by, for, both, beyond, through, for, throughout, against, beside, off, from. Ak is press or oppression. And let's get to the experience on the 25th of January between 5:49 and 6:19. So the right's building, the basic right is pretty close to the, 23, 93, 98, 72, and 51, 56, 57, 58 of that. Chapter 2 would be later included, and that's better, but anyways. My attention centered on the prayer space. I felt and heard rustling around me. I saw more of a yellow and purple tinge than expected. I felt a flush of warmth over me. I was energized. I rumbled like an earthquake. I saw layers of colors go by me like unto thin, overlapping curtains. I felt bathed in euphoria, which came over me in layers like sitting in water, under a waterfall. I kept feeling a presence upon the ceiling in the north. Amidst of purple and blue descended in a layer that didn't go lower than 3 feet off the ground. I felt movement to my head and then my feet. My pain went away as it descended. I felt more shivers of pleasure as I watched strange, bright, colored shapes move curiously. I felt heady. The air felt thick. I saw a series of electric yellow-green sparks at the same height. The slight tremors I had are going away. I felt a pleasant throbbing. Tearfully, I am happily and calm. So that was my experience there. Was I trying to say? Some say Jupiter. Some say a marquise. But should we look into the Egyptian? Workst is great in possessions. Workoff is a form of Horus. Workert is rich, great in property. Uarksut is Hathor, assisted the dead. A chamber, it's a chamber in which Hathor supposedly assisted the dead. Ualsat is a headrest. And Urak is the Coptic for that. But let's show you what that looks like before I flip that over there. And maybe I should share a little Latin. Alec is a fresh pickle. Aleo is to emit a smell or savior. Ola is a pot or jar. Olea is an olive or olive berry. Aval is exult or rejoice. Okay, there's some Greek here, so let's say the Greek. Olkos is a standing vessel. Olkos is a strap, trail, or lifting engine. And Olkos is a track, furrow, or hilling machine. Okay. Back to some Latin. Avilis is a sheep, a fold of sheep, or goat. Olkos is a sore or an ulcer. Valio is to be strong, and vigorous. Valesco, to grow strong, acquire strength. Valus, a stake, pale. Valo, to palisade, entrench. Axa is a Greek word for wood, forest, woodland. Vel is choose, take your choice if you wish. Velocator, swift, speedily. Voloc, swift, quick, fleet. Vilico, to act as a steward or overseer. Velico, to pluck, twitch, pinch, nip. Vilic, to act as a steward or overseer. Vocula, a small or feeble voice. Volacur, flying, winged. The adverb is volocris, a bird or insect of bees flying. Akko is to harrow. Akako is to make blind or to blind. And the Greek word, oluz, furrow. But see, also you can draw it in just like you can use purple. Orange is another good color for this working. But okay, that's going to be my filter for this one. The Experience of Sunday, the 27th, 2013. Luke 10:17 through 20. Revelations 5, 1 through 14. Ilex representing protection. Isaiah 14, 28 through 32. Matthew 10, 16 through 18. From the Quran, 65, 17 through 25, 30, 1 through 7, 27, 1 through 6. Oh, wait, no, that was also those were from Isaiah too. And Bumdabar, 21, 1 through 9. And from the Quran, we have 38, 27 through 40, 28, 22 through 36, 26, 10 through 35, 20, 17 through 24, and 7, 100 through 108. And those were the, use them according to your own intentions. But I tried to find passages to work with that involve the themes of the working. And exposure to the languages should teach you more about it. But this was from 618 through 734. The air grew thick, like with white smoke. My eyes grew teary as I flowed with joy. I was very aware, but bursting forth was a warmth and a bubbling euphoria that took away my pain. I felt like I was drifting and very at peace. I saw a purple blob with green inside, more around and above the altar, strangely. Not here. Later I saw 3 flashes of yellow. As I closed, I saw swirling emerald green. Okay, I felt a presence to my right, so the north, and behind me, so to the east. And at 7:37, I returned to my normal state. And let's prepare for the Enochian meditation. Yawn, 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 yawn. Mandrex does. Oh, you heavens which dwell in the Aethyr, the Aethyr of one's worship, dividing activates 3. Witnesser of praise is, was, is and will be holy in appearance, are mighty in the parts of the earth, and execute the judgment of the highest. To you descend. Behold the face of your God, the beginning of comfort, whose eyes are the brightness of the heavens, which provided you for the government of the earth and her unspeakable varieties, furnishing you with the power, understanding to dispose all things according to the providence of him that sitteth on the holy throne, and rose up in the beginning, saying, the earth, let her be governed by her parts, and let there be division in her, that the glory of 6 may be always drunken and vexed in itself. Her courses let it run with the heavens, and as a handmaid let her serve them. One season let it compound another, and let there be no creature upon or within her the same. All her members let them differ in their qualities, and let there be no one creature equal with another. The reasonable creatures of the earth, then, let them vex and weed out one another. And the dwelling places, let them forget their names. The work of man and his pomp, let them be defaced. His buildings, let them become caves for the beast of the field. Confound her understanding with darkness. For why? It repenteth me I made man. One while let her be known, and another while a stranger, because she is the bed of an harlot, and the dwelling place of him that is fallen. O you heavens, arise! The lower heavens underneath you, let them serve you. Govern those that govern, cast down such as fall, bring forth with those that increase, and destroy the rotten. No place let it remain in one number. Add and diminish until the stars be numbered. Arise, move and appear before the covenant of his mouth, which he hath sworn unto us in his justice. Open the mysteries of your creation, and make us partakers of undefiled knowledge. Mareagdas prav zin Kizamfres Tadnaun Prestak Mikausa near kaus go to fifis basis rasieda non canonsa go hulim doyan mayaum leorm saba soba Uaunakis Lucifitias peripsodes abrasa non nonsef nitaib caus geotilmad bahat damplos Tu ad non nonsef Gimikaus amal rasen tov glomar biare yadaiga thors up Heaudav go holkaus go tabaord sanir O Christias your poil teobal Bus dir tim no am pedor spa odorumne zliena el zaptil parnge peripsax utakorlast boapis lenim of Pasimp or Christia Sagtoton Mirk Pateomelel Ton Pambendismo Aspian on Christias Anglototon Paraok Asim Cordzis Dod Palod Fifals Lesamnan Old Farget, Bumsum Oas Canis Proudawaks Tondung or Scatbel Noas Metamges Le with Monganke till more spaglemo ul cords is la cathanao ixum maxip ud cacocasunga sab gaglin petanta babylon vergetela quavim mareax tozawarex oroca Aboa pretabaore preazata basadrapon curstadobix yulcam preaze arcoazior quasum curtin repair pauxet sagacor vamalo pardzar kakrg cormbat Torzum Zakaron Zamran Aspet Sibsibat Manadas Zurzastia Baltan Udo Kikleka Udo Zazma Plaple Yadnama Now, after I share my experience, if there's feedback, I can share that too, or answer questions. Very stilled right now. Didn't get much sleep, but now I'm Totally awake. Not wired or anything. Kind of a even flow upon the skin of air. Not cold or anything, just a pleasant sensation. Bit sensitive, but not cold. A little bit wavy, squigglies kind of circled around me, and the smoky quartz 19-sided crystal, and except for the demoniacus vama chant and the Enochian meditation, people are free during this program to state their questions, understanding that any guest that may appear on the show, of course, have precedent, but not quite still. I'm kind of shaky good, you know, that shaky good feeling. You know what I'm talking about. But this is a sober one.